Everyone, this is Rob. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1988 postseason is on the air. We are at Stade Olympique for a game north of the border. This is game one. Well, actually, it's the only game of the National League Wildcard Series as the Houston Astros take on the Montreal Expos. Because in my season, only the top three teams in each division will make the postseason and must have a winning record. There were only two teams from the National League West that made it. The Cincinnati Reds actually finished in third, but they did not have a winning record. They don't get in. So we only have one playoff game here in the National League. The winner of this game will take on the Pittsburgh Pirates in their division series. So one game for all the marbles here to move on to become the wild card champions. The question is, how will this game go when it's only one game? This should be exciting tonight. We have Texag 75 Steeler fan Jeff Merklin and Jeremy Brooks joining us here at Stade Olympique. The Astros are the number 5 seed. The Expos are the 4 seed. Whoever wins this game will start to play the Pirates in the National League Division Series. So we got a good one tonight. Steeler fan, I know you are here. I'm glad. If I need you to make a call for me, I may need to let you decide what you may want me to do. Frank Rosank joins us here at Stade Olympique, and Brian Patterson. So be prepared to answer any questions if I need it to see what we got. Looks like we got some Astro fans and we got some Expo fans as Big Glue now joins us here at Stade Olympique. So it's one game for all the marbles to move on to play the Pirates. And we got a good pitching matchup, I think, here for these two teams. So we are all set and ready to go. The fans here at Olympic Stadium are packed. There's not an empty seat in the house. We are all set and ready to go. Let's see what we got tonight. Starting pitcher for the Montreal Expos tonight is their number 1 starter, Dennis Martinez. 15 wins, 13 losses, a 2.72 ERA. He gets the call for the Expos in this game. Everyone is ready, and everyone wants to play some baseball. Let's get right to it as Clee Baseball fan now joins us here at Olympic Stadium. We're ready to play the National League wild card. Leading off for the Astros will be center fielder Gerald Young. 257 average, no homers, 37 RBIs, and 88. We're using blue, white, and powder blue dice. Expos are the home team. Everyone is set. Everyone is ready. Let's play the National League wild card game. Martinez 1-5. That's a range play at the park. Olympic Stadium 3-4. It's a fly ball to left field. Going after it is Otis Nixon. His range is a 4, and that is a 2. He'll make the catch. 1 out, and that will be a fly out to left. Next batter will be the second baseman, Bill Doran, 248 average, 7 homers, 53 RBIs. 1 out here. El Presidente, 4-5. That is a blank. Doran, 6-5. That's a ground ball hit to third base. It will be Wallach getting that one and throwing it over for out number 2. Next up for the Astros will be left fielder Billy Hatcher, a 268 average, 7 homers, 52 RBIs. Martinez will go ahead and pitch. Martinez, 1-3, wild pitch, ball 1. 5-6, strikeout 8, and that's going to be a little too high. Stade Olympique adds 1 to strikeouts, but subtracts 1 to walks. Hatcher, 3-3, and that's a ground ball hit to third once again. Wallach will take care of it, throw it over, and that is a 1-2-3 inning by Martinez. We go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Houston Astros, their number 1 starter, Mike Scott. Only 2 years removed from his Cy Young season. 14 wins, 8 losses, a 2.92 ERA. A lot of people thought that Mike Scott was scuffing the ball in 1986 when the Mets had issues with him. I don't know. I just think Mike Scott was just had his best career year ever that in '86. But let's see what the Expos have to go tonight. Leading off from Montreal will be Otis Nixon. He is in left field, 244 average, no homers and 15 RBIs. Scott will go ahead and pitch. Scott, 2-3, that's at the park. Olympique Stadium, 6-5, that's a home run to the right to center field, but Nixon has zeros here. That's not going to be that. That's just going to be a fly ball to center, and Young is going to make the catch, out number 1. Nixon got a hold of it, but just doesn't have any power, and that's not going anywhere, and that will be the first out. A lot of people wondering, where is Tim Raines? He was injured at the end of the season. He was not on the active roster on the last day of the season. Next batter for the Expos will be center fielder Dave Martinez. Martinez was with the Chicago Cubs early in '88. He finished his season with the Expos. 255 average, 6 homers, 46 RBIs. Scott will go ahead and pitch. Scott, 4-5, wild pitch, ball 1. Both these pitchers have some jitters. Scott, 2-3, that's at the park. Olympique Stadium, 4-6, and that's a ground out to short. And it will be Ramirez getting to that and tossing it over, 2 down. And now we'll see the first baseman, the big cat, Andres Galarraga, 302 average, 29 homers, 92 RBIs, pretty much really the star of the Expos that year. Should Galarraga be in the Hall of Fame? I kind of think so. Scott will pitch. Scott, 5-3, error on a grounder. Galarraga, 1-4, and Galarraga smacks one, and it's going to be a double to right field. Right fielder is Bass. His error rating is a 4. That's a 17. He'll get the ball. He'll throw it in. But the Expos get the first hit of the game, and Galarraga on second. Next up will be the right fielder, Hubie Brooks. I think Brooks was underrated most of his career. 279 average, 20 homers, 90 RBIs. He could play some solid baseball. Galarraga on at second. And nothing on the 10, he'll stay put. Scott will go ahead and make the pitch as Joe Turney joins us here at Stade Olympique. Scott, 6-5, strikeout plus, swing and a miss, strikeout, and the inning is over. First strikeout for Scott. He had 190 of them in '88. He was still throwing some good heat, and they'll strand a base runner. No score after 1. Who will move on to play the Pirates in the NLDS, and who will go home? We go to the top of inning number 2. Leading off for the Astros will be the first baseman, Glenn Davis, 271 average, 30 homers, 99 RBIs. El Presidente will make the pitch. 4-2, that's a blank. Davis, a 6-4. He hits one to left field. That is a 16, and against the righty, that's going to be a fly out to left. And getting near the track is going to be Nixon. He'll make the catch, and that is out number 1. Davis almost smacked one out of here, but it just died a little bit out there. Just got a touch under it. Next batter will be the right fielder, Kevin Bass, 255 average, 14 homers, 72 RBIs. In '88, Martinez will go ahead and pitch. 1-2, strikeout 9. He got him. Called strike 3 on Bass, struck him out. That's the first strikeout for Presidente. He had 120 of them that year in '88. And now the catcher, Alan Ashby, a 238 average, 7 homers, 33 RBIs. Martinez will go ahead and pitch it in. 2-6, that's going to be an out. And it is a fly out to center field. And Martinez will get to it and put it away. And that is a 1-2-3 inning. We will go to the bottom of the second. It's always exciting when it's just one game for it all. I do prefer series, but just one game here so we can get right into the division series. Third baseman Tim Wallach leads off for the Expos. A 257 average, 12 homers, 69 RBIs in 88. Mike Scott, he will scuff the ball and make the pitch. Scott, 4-2, strikeout plus 17, and he goes down swinging. Struck him out. Strikeout number 2 by Scott, and now I know he's scuffing the ball. I wonder if they're using a trash can idea in 88. I sometimes wonder about that. Next batter will be Tom Foley. He is at shortstop. It's where I had to put him. 265 average, 5 homers, 43 RBIs. Foley is the shortstop for the Expos in the postseason. Scott with the pitch. 2-6. And against the lefty, that's going to be an out. And it's a ground out short, handled by Ramirez, 2 down. The Expos had a few injuries late in the year, and that's why some of the lineup is a little bit wacky. Here's the catcher, Nelson Santovenia, 236 average, 8 homers, 41 RBIs. 2 men down here in the bottom of the second. Scott, 1-6. Home run result against a righty. Santovenia needs a 10. That is a 9. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball's going deep to right field. And Bass is going to run out of room. It is gone. Home run, Santovenia. The Expos strike first. Scott went ahead. A straight home run result against Santovenia put it right in his wheelhouse, and Santovenia sent it out of here. It's 1-0 Expos. So Santovenia gets the first hit of the game gets the second hit of the game for the Expos. That's a run. It'll bring up the second baseman, Rex Hudler, 273 average, 4 homers and 14 RBIs. 2 men out, but now a 1-0 Expo lead. Scott with the pitch. 1-2. That's at the park. Olympique Stadium, 6-4. It's a ground ball hit to third, and Buddy Bell will go ahead and get that one. And he'll throw it over and retire the side. 1 run on 1 hit. A solo bomb by Nelson Santovenia. He had 8 of them that year in 88. He was capable of hitting it. 1-0 Expos after 2. And yes, the Mets were a little bit coked up in 88 still. A lot of people say the 88 Mets were better than the 86 Mets. And in terms of batting average and ERA, they were. They just didn't get to the World Series. Top of the third, leading off for the Astros will be their shortstop, Rafael Ramirez, 276 average, 6 homers, 59 RBIs. DeMart will go ahead and pitch. 3-4, that's a range play. Ramirez, 5-5, ground ball to first. The ball is hit to Galarraga. His range is a 3. That is a 4. It'll get past him. And that's going to be a base hit. So Ramirez slaps it into the outfield. Right past Galarraga, first hit of the game for the Astros. As David Vega joins us here at Stade Olympique. Double play depth is called. Next batter for the Astros will be third baseman Buddy Bell. 241 average, 7 homers, 40 RBIs. Bell gets the call at third base. He only played in 95 games, but he got enough to make the postseason roster. Ramirez with 3 stolen bases. That's a 9. He'll stay put. Martinez will go ahead and pitch. Martinez, 5-2, strikeout 18. That is high. Bell, a 2-2. It's a ground ball to short. 3-4-5. Second base pivot, Hudler 0-1 to 5. It's a double play. It is a 4, 2 outs. 6-4-3 double play as Bell grounds out into the twin killing. 2 men down. And that will bring up the pitcher, Mike Scott, an 085 average and 5 RBIs that year. DeMart will go ahead and pitch. Martinez, 6-3, that's a blank. Scott, 1-6, and he hits one to left field. That is a 16, and Stade is going to come through with a double. Scott an 085 average, but he goes ahead and hits it to left, and that's going to be a double by Scott. How big is that double play? And keeps the inning alive for the Astros. And a chance now for Young. Young is 0 for 1. Scott trying to help his cause here. Still 2 outs in the top of the third. 1-0 already. Strat. That is a 6. Scott was not going anywhere. Martinez will go ahead and pitch. Martinez 1-6. Error on a throw. Young 3-3. And it's going to be a fly ball to left field. And Nixon will get to that one. And he will make the catch and retire the side. No runs on 2 hits. The Astros strand a base runner will go to the bottom of the third. Don't you just love playoff baseball? I certainly do. I love doing the regular season, but the postseason is where it's at, people. Leading off for the Expos will be the pitcher, Dennis Martinez. Actually, not a bad hitter. 192 average, 7 RBIs, not bad. So bottom of the third inning, Expos with a 1-0 lead. Scott with the pitch. 3-5. That is a blank. He's not tired. Martinez, a 3-2, and he hits a fly out to right. Getting over there will be Bass. And largemouth Bass will get it. 1 down. Here's Nixon. Nixon is 0 for 1. Fans here at Olympic Stadium liking what they see on the scoreboard so far. Long way to go. Scott, 4-5, wild pitch, ball 1. 6-6, strikeout 8. Yes, he got him. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He gets Nixon. And that is strikeout number 3 for Scott, 2 down. Great Scott. Next batter is Martinez. He's 0 for 1. 2 outs. And here comes the pitch. Scott. 4-4. And against the lefty, that's going to be an out. And it'll be a fly ball to right. And Bass will get to that one as well. And that's going to be a 1-2-3 inning. After 3, the Expos have a 1-0 lead. When will I start the new season? It will be July. I need 2 months to recuperate. Plus there's other stuff I want to do. You know, I want to play and such. So July would be the next month I'd start it, and I can already tell you it would be July 3rd, which would be opening day of the next upcoming season, whatever one you guys choose. The demo game will be the week before that on Sunday. So I think it's June 25th, I believe, would be the demo game for the next season, which always features the World Series teams from the upcoming season. But we got a ways yet to go. We go to the top of the 4th. Leading off for the Astros will be Bill Doran. He's 0 for 1. 1-0 Expos here. Winner to play the Pirates in the NLDS. Only 1 game in the National League Wildcard Series. Martinez, 5-2, strikeout 6, and he got him. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Strikeout number 2 for D-Mart. Next up is Hatcher. Hatcher is 0 for 1. Martinez, he'll go ahead and make the pitch. Martinez, 5-4, walk 4, and that's ball 4. So he goes ahead and strikes him out, and now he goes ahead and gives up a walk to Hatcher. First walk given up by Martinez, 52 walks and 235 innings pitched. That's pretty darn good. Next up is Davis. Davis is 0 for 1, infield at double play depth. Hatcher had 32 stolen bases. He does get the steal sign, 14 plus 0, and Santavania 0, 1-14. Do I send him there, Matt? A 1-14. Do I send Hatcher to second? Do I let Glenn Davis swing? 70% chance, but you know how evil the D20 can be. You're going to send him. Billy Hatcher takes off. The throw coming from Santavania. The throw down to second. 1-14. And he's safe easily. As a matter of fact, he doesn't even make a throw. That's a 3. Hatcher got such a great jump. And he gets to second base on a stolen base right there. That is a 3. And he doesn't even throw it. So Hatcher got such a jump that there was no play Santavania had. And, of course, that takes away the double play. Strategy roll again. This time, nothing happening. Martinez will go ahead and pitch. Martinez, 4-1 against the righty. It's a blank. Davis, 5-5. It's a fly ball to right. And Brooks is going to get to that one. And that is out number 2. Hatcher, base runner 4. -1 to hit the right, a 0. A 1-3. Hatcher will take third, and he does. So now a wild pitch could probably score Hatcher. It's one of the reasons why you take that chance. But now a chance for largemouth Bass. He's 0 for 1. 2 outs here now in the top of the 4th. 1-0 Expos. Nothing on the strat. Hatcher on at third. Martinez looking in, ready to make a pitch. Martinez, 4-6 against the switch left. That is a blank. Bass, 4-5, and that's going to be a base hit past third. It's a single. The Astros will tie it up. Bass comes through with a hit past third base. Hatcher scores. It's tied at 1. So a nice play by Hatcher. Nice stolen base there and an RBI single by Bass. The batter now is Ashby. Ashby is 0 for 1. Bass had 31 stolen bases. He does not get the steal sign. Martinez will go ahead and deal. Martinez, 4-2. That's a blank. Ashby, 4-5. And that's a line drive hit right to first. Galarraga gloves it and ends the inning. But the Astros scratch out a run. 1 run on 1 hit, a stolen base, and a walk. And we're tied at 1 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. This is the kind of game I was expecting last night between the Royals and the Twins. Not a 9-0 crushing of Kansas City destroying Minnesota last night. You had 2 very good pitchers in Gubiza and Viola. This is the game I was expecting last night. Andres Galarraga, the big cat, leads off, and he got a double his first time up. Bottom of the 4th, tied at 1. Scott with the pitch. Scott, 4-6, strikeout plus, swing and a miss, struck him out. And that is strikeout number 4 for Mike. He gets the big cat easily. Next up is Brooks. Brooks is 0 for 1. Scott will go ahead and pitch. Scott, 3-1, strikeout 20. That's high. Brooks, a 4-5, and that's a single. He hits it right past first into the outfield, and Brooks gets his first hit of the game. And he will head down there. Wallach is next. He's 0 for 1. Brooks had 7 stolen bases. And that is a 20. Scott only has a balk chance, and he does not balk. But Scott will go ahead and pitch to Wallach. Runner on at first for the Expos. Mike Scott, 6-5, strikeout plus 4, swing and a miss, struck him out. Strikeout number 5 for Scott, 2 down. And he is doing well here. Minus the home run. Foley is next. He's 0 for 1. And Brooks stays put. Scott will go ahead and pitch. Scott, 3-4. Possible error. Foley, 4-2. That's not going to be an error. It's a slow roller to first. It's picked up by Davis. Scott coming over. Foley not very fast. His base running rating is a 2. The throw is in time. They get Foley, and that'll retire the side. And that becomes a ground out to first. No runs on 1 hit for the Expos. Foley not very fast, and nobody would have beaten the throw there. After 4, we're tied at 1. What do you expect from the National League? You always get the close ones in the National League. Top of the 5th coming up. Leading off for the Astros will be Rafael Ramirez, and he's 1 for 1, got a base hit his first time up. Tied at 1, fans here at Olympic Stadium rooting on their Expos. There are a few Astro fans in the chat in the stadium. 2-1, pitcher result 9, and against the righty, that's too high. Ramirez 6-1, it's a fly out to right field, and Brooks will get to it, 1 down. Here comes Bell. Bell is 0 for 1. Grounded out to a double play. Martinez will go ahead and pitch. Martinez 6-2. Home run chance. Righty 1-16. The 20 is too high. Bell 2-6. And instead he hits a deep fly ball to right field. And Brooks is going to have to go back for this one. He'll be near the track, but he will make the catch. 2 down. I thought for certain that was going to be a meatball, but Martinez was able to cook it. Here is Scott. Scott got a double his first time up. Martinez will pitch. Martinez 1-3. Wild pitch. Ball 1. Again, 6-6. That's a blank. Scott 6-5. And this time it's a ground ball hit to third. And Wallach will handle it, toss it over. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Martinez. Halfway through the game already here. Rapidly moving. But that's what you get when you have pitchers duels. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Nelson Santovania comes up to bat. He hit a bomb his first time up. Gets a nice salute from the Olympic Stadium crowd. Scott's got to be careful with him again and see what happens. Scott 2-2, strikeout 16, and he just missed that one. Santovania 3-2. It's a ground out to first, and Davis will get that and take it himself. 1 down. Next up is Hudler. Hudler is 0 for 1. Scott will go ahead and pitch. Scott 2-1. Range play at the park. Olympic Stadium 2-4, and that is a blank. We got a rare play. So that takes care of the range play. Let's see what it is with rare plays, bases empty. First rare play of the the second rare play of the postseason. 2-1. First baseman chases foul ball into stands. Resolve as a P3 range play and check for injury. Well, the first baseman is Davis. His range is a 4, and that is a 1. He makes the catch, 2 outs, but now we got to check an injury check to Davis. Remember, in the postseason, injuries are full-time. He's an injury rating of 1, and we use this one to start. And that is a 2. He is fine. So the Astros do not get an injury, and they said he is okay. He says, I'm all right, just got a bruise. I can get out there. And that is out number 2. So 1 injury is saved. 2 down. Doug Hunt joins us here at Stade Olympique. Next up is Martinez. Martinez is 0 for 1. 2 outs now. Scott will go ahead and pitch. Scott 2-1. Range play at the park. Olympic Stadium 1-3. Ground ball to third. The ball is hit to Bell. His range is a 2. That is a 2. Nice play by Bell. He's up with it. Throws to first to retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Expos. A 1-1 tie after 5. Much different game than last night, when at this time the Royals are already cruising. We go to the top of the 6th. Remember, injuries are full-time. They do count. Gerald Young leads off for the Astros, and he's 0 for 2. Martinez, both pitchers have plenty in the tank. Martinez, 2-5, strikeout 12. That misses. Young, a 2-1, and against the righty, it's a ground out to second base. And Hudler will go ahead and make a play. And that's out number 1, and that's the first play he's made this here. First put out he's done. Here's Doran. Doran is 0 for 2. Martinez will go ahead, and that's a 2-2 against the switch left walk plus. That's ball 4. Doran walked a lot in '88, and that is a big runner on first base right now. And that is the second walk issued by Martinez. A chance now for Hatcher. He scored the only run so far for the Astros. He also walked. Infield double play. Doran at 17 stolen bases. And he does not get the steal sign. The hit and run is available, though. What do you think, Steeler fan? Hit and run is available because Hatcher is a 5. So you add 3 to the roll, so that actually makes it a hit and run chance. What do you think? Hit and run or let him swing away normally? Doran is a 16 stealer, so it means if Hatcher somehow strikes out, okay, it would be a 14 to steal. So what do you think there? The hit and run's available. What do you think? Says hit and run. Martinez will go ahead and deal. Martinez, 4-3, strikeout 3, and he got him. A swing and a miss, struck him out. Doran on his way to second. Stolen base rating is a 14. The throw down to second base. And no, Doran still gets there. They don't throw either. So that is going to be a stolen base, but it is a strikeout. And that is strikeout number 3 by Martinez. And on that throw, there was no throw, actually. That's a 3. On a 3-19, pretty much anything under 7 or 8, I don't think the catcher even takes a chance at it. So Doran steals second base. That's the second stolen base done by the Astros. And now a chance for Davis. Davis is 0 for 2. Almost got a chance here. Davis go ahead and avoided injury out in the outfield. Doran on at second. Strategy rolls are still on, of course. And that is a 1. Doran does get the steal sign to go to third. I don't think you do that here. I think you let Davis swing there, Steeler fan. Doran will stay at second base. He's got the speed to score anyway, pretty much on a hit. Davis will go ahead and bat. Martinez will pitch. Martinez, 2-5, strikeout 17. That is high. Davis, 4-3, and it's a base hit past third. It's a single. Doran, base runner 5 at second base. That'll be good enough. He'll come in to score. 2-1 Astros. Stadium groans. RBI single by Davis puts the Astros ahead. The batter now is Bass. Bass is 1 for 2. 2-1 now in favor of the Stros. Davis on at first base. Strategy, nothing on the 11. He'll stay put. Martinez will pitch to Bass. Martinez, 6-4. That's at the park. Olympic Stadium, 5-2. And Bass is going to hit one deep to center field, and that's going to be a double. Davis, a base runner 3 with 2 outs. Double to center, +2. A 1-5. He scores, and he does. Davis will score. Bass trying to go to third. His base runner is a 3, and he'll hold at second base. RBI double by Bass. 3-0, 3-1 Astros. Stadium groans. Bass comes through with a double into center field. And he will hold there, and that's now 3-1 Stros. The batter now is Ashby. Ashby is 0 for 2. Bass on at second. Remember, no lead is safe at inside pitch. Strat, nothing on the 15. Bass says it's second. Martinez will go ahead and pitch. Martinez, 4-6 against the switch left. That's a blank. Ashby, 1-2. It's a ground ball to second base. And Hudler has got it. He will throw to first, and that will retire the side. 2 runs on 2 hits, a walk, a stolen base. The Astros have a 3-1 lead going into the bottom of the 6th. Scott gets on the mound. Otis Nixon leads off. He is 0 for 2. Bottom of the 6th inning right now. Astros with a 3-1 lead here. Scott will go ahead and pitch it. 4-4. And against the switch left, that's an out. And it's going to be a fly ball hit to center. And Young will get to it, 1 down. Scott's only mistake was the home run that he gave up to Santavania. Here's Martinez. He's 0 for 2. Scott, a 2-3. That's at the park. Olympique Stadium, 1-5, and that's a fly out to center field. Once again, Young will get to that, and he'll make the catch, 2 outs. And here's the big cat. Galarraga 1 for 2 with a double. Scott, he'll go ahead, set up and pitch. Scott, 5-5. That's a pitcher result against a righty. That 10 is going to be too high. Galarraga, 6-2, and that's a ground out to first base. Davis will take it himself. 1-2-3 inning, side retired. Scott pitching like he usually does. In the playoffs, he was masterful. After 6, the Astros have a 3-1 lead. We go to the top of the 7th. Martinez, he's got 4 more batters to face before he tires. They're going to let him pitch. Rafael Ramirez leads off. He is 1 for 2. And the fans here at Olympic Stadium, at the second inning, they were happy. They are not happy now, and they know that Scott could finish off a team. Martinez will go ahead and pitch. Martinez, 3-6, strikeout 3, and he got him. That's a strikeout on Ramirez. 4th strikeout for El Presidente, 1 down. Here comes Bell. Bell is 0 for 2. Do I play inside pitch outside of season streams? Believe it or not, the answer is not really. I do play a game or 2 offline just to get my, if I've not played for a while, just to get my, like a spring training kind of thing before I go into it. Martinez with the pitch. 4-2, that's a blank. Bell, 1-1, and against the righty, that's a fly out to center field. And Martinez will come to that and grab it, 2 down. Next batter is Scott. And Scott is 1 for 2 with a double. Scott still has plenty in the tank. Well, actually, he can pitch to 6 more batters before he tires. I don't think you take him out. I think you let him hit. Martinez will go ahead and pitch. After further review with Steve Tower joins us here at Stade Olympique. And I know he would not miss a good playoff game. Martinez with the pitch. Martinez, 6-2. Home run chance. But Scott's got 0, so it's not happening. Scott is 6-4, and he just grounds it to third. And getting over there is Wallach. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. The Astros have a 3-1 lead here. In this game, the winner plays the Pirates. The loser goes home. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Tomorrow night will be Game 2 of the American League Wild Card Series. The Kansas City Royals, fresh off their victory over the Minnesota Twins, they're going to Tiger Stadium. I know Chuck Rawlings will not miss that game, as the Kansas City Royals will take on the Detroit Tigers. Charlie Liebrandt will be pitching for the Royals, and Jack the Cat Morris, Jack Morris the Cat, will be pitching for the Tigers. One game there, the winner will play the Boston Red Sox in that American League Division Series. So don't miss it. The final game of the wild card round tomorrow at Tiger Stadium. Royals and the Tigers, Liebrandt and Morris. And that game should be, see what happens at that place. We're not done here yet in the National League wild card. Only one game in the wild card series here needed in the National League. The Astros have a 3-1 lead. We go to the bottom of the 7th. And HOU Brooks leads off for the Expos, and he is 1 for 2. Expos right now, Mike Scott's done a good job. Only gave up a home run. He's only scattered 1 run on 3 hits. And he has also a total of 5 Ks. Scott with the pitch. Scott, 3-5. That's a blank. He's not tired. Brooks, 5-6. And it's a fly ball hit the right field. And Bass will get there for the out, 1 down. Next up is Wallach. And Wallach is 0 for 2. Scott settles in. He'll make the pitch. Scott, 3-3 against a righty. Walk. The 13 is too high. Wallach, a 4-1, and he hits a fly out to center. And Young will get to that one and make the catch, 2 down. 2 men down. And now the batter is Foley. And Foley is 0 for 2. 2 outs. Scott really putting the Expos down. Scott with the pitch. 4-1, strikeout. The 19 is high. Foley, 6-1. It's a fly ball to left. And Hatcher will go get that one. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Scott. A fly out to right, a fly out to center, and a fly out to left. 3-1 Astros after 7. No, the wild card series is only a 1 game, is 2 one-game playoffs. The division series is a best of 5. The wild cards is just 1 game playoff, and that's it. And then another 1 game playoff, and that's it. I felt the wild card series, when I was doing the wild card series before, I felt it was a little too long. We really want to get to the division series because those are because the best of 5s and the best of 7s is really where it comes out to. That's why I now just do 1 game playoffs in the wild card series. We go to the top of the 8th. Astros lead 3-1. Gerald Young is a leadoff batter. Martinez will be tired after Young. And the question is he going to pitch here? And I think he does. So Martinez is going to pitch to start the top of the 8th inning. But if he gets in trouble, the Expos will go ahead. The Expos will go ahead and bring in a bullpen. Martinez, 4-4, strikeout 3, swing and a miss, struck him out. He goes ahead and gets Young, and that's strikeout number 5 from Martinez. Now he is tired. They're going to see if he can stay in here. Martinez is due to bat 3rd in the bottom of the 8th. The Expo bullpen is very good. Doran will bat next, and he is 0 for 2 with a walk. Martinez, 3-5. That is a blank. Doran, 3-6. And that's a ground out to short. Foley will get that one and toss it over. 2 down. And now Hatcher. Hatcher is 0 for 2 with a walk, a stolen base. He did score. I mean, Martinez had a good game, too. He's only given 3 runs on 5 hits. It's not bad. It's just a little under his ERA. Martinez will go ahead and pitch to Hatcher here. Fans here at Stade Olympique getting a little nervous. Martinez, 4-2. That's a blank. Hatcher, 6-6. And it's a ground ball to short. Foley will collect it, toss it over. And that retires a side, a 1-2-3 inning by Martinez. But that'll be it for him as we go to the bottom of the 8th, 3-1 Astros. Mike Scott will come back on the mound, and he has 3 more batters to face before he tires. Nelson Santavania leads off for the Expos, and he is, even though he hit the home run, they are going to pull him. Santavania going to come out of the game, and coming on to play catcher. And now batting in his spot will be Mike Fitzgerald, a 271 average, 5 homers, 23 RBI. So Fitzgerald will now take over at the catcher spot, as the Expos know they got to make some moves here to try to get some runs, even though Fitzgerald has got very good strength to get against righties. But he's not as good a catcher, though. But right now you need the offense over the range. So Fitzgerald will now take over at the catcher spot. So now Fitzgerald up the bat, 3-1 Astros here. My Basement Media Productions join us here at Stade Olympique. You're watching against my New York Rangers. I hate to tell you this, Nick. The New York Rangers are not my favorite hockey team. That would be the Florida Panthers. I'm sorry. The only New York team I root for here in South Florida is the Mets. I do not root for any other New York teams. Not the Yankees, not the Rangers, not the Islanders, not the Knicks, and not the Nets. Could not care. I hope your Blue Jackets beat them. My Panthers is where I'm trying to get in the postseason. So, sorry, only the Mets. Scott will pitch to Fitzgerald here. Bottom of the eighth, 3-1. Scott, 4-5. Wild pitch, ball one. I know Steeler fans watching Scott to see if he wants to pull him. I don't think you pull him yet. 5-1 against the righty. That is a blank. Fitzgerald, 5-2. And against the righty, Fitzgerald will come off the bench. And that's going to be a double to left field. Good call by the Expo manager. Fitzgerald winds up on second on a leadoff double. And now the batter is Hudler, as the Expos now have the tying run at the plate. Hudler is 0 for 2. No, Robert hates the Jets. And Fitzgerald on at second. Hudler now at bat. A chance here. A chance here for the Expos, finally, with a big run at second base and a tying run at the plate. Scott sets up. Strategy rolls are still on. That's a 20. Scott, does he get called for a balk? Yes, Scott got called for a balk. Holy cow, he got called for a balk. And Fitzgerald goes to third. They roll a 20 and then a 1, and a 1 is a balk on Scott, and now a big run is 90 feet away. What a time for that to happen. As Baseball with the Demos joins us here at Stade Olympique. Fitzgerald now on at third, and now Hudler the batter. I don't think you call the infield in yet, Steeler fan. What do you think? Actually, Fitzgerald, a base running rating of 1. He's slow as mud. But I don't think you call. I don't know. Do you call the infield in here? It's nobody out. What do you think, Steeler fan? What do you think? Call the infield in? Normal. Okay, infield will stay back. Scott will go ahead and pitch to Hudler. A chance, a big chance for the Expos. Scott sets up, and we'll see a strategy roll again. And nothing on the 16. Fitzgerald stays put. Hudler did get the squeeze bunt sign, but Hudler looked in the dugout and said, "Are you kidding me?" Scott with the pitch. 4-1. Strikeout 4. He got him. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Scott comes through with a big strikeout, and that is his 6th. 1 out. And we'll see a pinch hitter for Dennis Martinez, as he is done. And he was done for the game. So we'll see. He actually pitched pretty well here. But he will be leaving. And we'll need a pinch hitter here. And let's see here. Now I got to find a pinch hitter. So pinch hitter coming in. And coming on to pinch hit. It's the 8th inning. I really need to go with what my normal rules are. And I will. Coming into pinch hit for the Expos will be Luis Rivera. 224 average, 4 homers, 30 RBIs. Rivera will pinch hit. Fitzgerald will go ahead. Sumero pinch hit. Fitzgerald on at third now. Scott will pitch to Rivera. 1 out. The infield is still normal. Scott will be tired after Rivera. Scott sets up, and here's the pitch. Scott, 5-2, strikeout 15. That is high. Rivera, 4-3, and it's a fly ball to left field. Now that's going to be out number 2. Rivera, sacrifice fly of 1. Does not bring in Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald, a base runner 1. Left field, Hatcher a 0. Fitzgerald can still score on a 1. And it's a 6. Fitzgerald coming in. Hatcher's going to throw. He's got a 0 arm. 1-3. There could be an out. And that is a 2. And now Fitzgerald comes to the plate. And a 2-5. Fitzgerald is out. It is a 1. No. Fitzgerald will score. It's 3-2. Lead runner advances, ball caught off, and the trailing runner. But even though there's no trailing runner, according to Chris, that is still the lead runner advances, and that is a sacrifice fly. And the Expos are now down 3-2. As it was no play to get Fitzgerald, he got an awesome jump. And there are now 2 outs. Now the batter is Nixon, but nobody on base. Scott is tired. And I don't know if you want to leave him in there, although you got nobody on base. I would still keep him in there, actually, personally. So Scott's going to go ahead and pitch to Nixon 2 outs, but now 3-2, as the Expos are able to scratch out a run. Scott will pitch to Nixon here. He is tired now, but Scott says he can go. Scott will go ahead and deal. Scott, 4-3 against the switch left. That is a blank. Nixon, 5-5, and that is a ground ball to first. Davis is up with it. He'll take his time, toss it over, and retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit, a balk, and a sacrifice fly. It's 3-2 after 8. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Leading off for the Astros is Glenn Davis. He'll bat. Expos need a pitcher. You got right switch and switch coming up. And I think a lefty actually may be the guy to go to here. But let me look at Bass. Davis hurt, doesn't do well against lefties, but Bass does. And Ashby, it doesn't matter. We're gonna go with the lefty, I think. Coming on to pitch for the Expos will be Joe Hesketh. 4 wins, 3 losses, 9 saves, a 2.85 ERA. The Expo bullpen is actually very good. But Joe Hesketh will be the second Montreal pitcher, and Davis will bat. Top of the 9th, 3-2 Astros. Fans here at Olympic Stadium hoping Hesketh can get this game quickly into the bottom of the 9th. Hesketh with the pitch. 6-1. That's at the park. Olympic Stadium, 1-6. It's a ground ball to second base. And Hudler will get to that one. And that's 1 out. 1 down here is Bass. Bass having a good night. 2 for 3, a single and a double. Hesketh will go ahead and pitch to him. I know there is no 3-batter rule, but for some reason, I actually do that here. Hesketh with the pitch. 2-5, strikeout 3, got him, swing and a miss, struck him out. That's a big K by Hesketh. And 2 down. Now a chance for Ashby. And let's see here. Ashby a 238 average, but Ashby has that cookie cutter card of a 16, a chance to hit a home run. Question is, do you go ahead and do I pinch hit for Ashby? But Ashby is a little better at the catcher spot. What do you do here? Here's the 9th inning. I can bring in anybody I want. You know what? Since there's nobody on base, I'm going to let Ashby swing. If there was somebody on base, I make a pinch hitter. Hesketh is going to I agree. Okay, nice to know that Steeler fan agrees with me. Hesketh will pitch to Ashby, 2 outs, top of the ninth. Hesketh trying to get this in the bottom of the ninth with only a 1-run deficit. Hesketh with the pitch. 2-3, wild pitch, ball 1. Hesketh again. 4-3, hit by pitch. 6, nope, that's high. Ashby, a 5-2, and Ashby comes through with a base hit to center field. Well, Ashby makes me eat my words, and he'll go ahead and get a single, and he will hold. Now the batter is Ramirez, and Ramirez is 1 for 3. Ashby, no stolen bases. Strategy rolls are still active. Nothing on the 6. He'll stay put. Hesketh will go ahead and pitch to Ramirez. A chance for the Astros now to try to get insurance. Hesketh winds up with the deal. 3-5. That's a pitcher result against the righty. 1-14, a single past the pitcher. Believe it or not, the 18 is too high. Ramirez, 2-4, but he still laces a base hit past short. It's a single. Ashby goes to second base, and he will hold. And now 2 hits. And now the batter is Buddy Bell. And they're going to let Hesketh pitch to Bell here. He will be tired after him. Bell does just about the same against actually, you know what? I don't think so. That's going to be it for Hesketh. Hesketh coming out. He's pitched to 4 batters. He will be done. And the Expos will bring in a new pitcher. And it is going to be Andy McGaffigan. 6 wins, no losses, 4 saves, a 2.76 ERA. McGaffigan will now pitch to Bell here. Ashby on at second, Ramirez on at first, top of the 9th inning. McGaffigan trying to keep it 3-2. Fans here at Olympic Stadium are loud, trying to support McGaffigan. Strategy roll. That's a 20. McGaffigan fires to second to try to get Ashby. And it's a 10. No. Ashby gets back. Now McGaffigan will go ahead and make the pitch. McGaffigan, 5-5. That's a pitcher result. Righty, 1-12, a single past the pitcher. The 19 is too high. Wow, pitcher results have not been good. Bell gets the swing. 1-5, and it's a ground ball to third. That's going to get picked up by Warwick. Warwick's going to go ahead and tag Ashby coming down because Ashby is mud, and that retires the side. No runs, 2 hits. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. Astros 3-2. But will we see some 9th inning magic? I know Steeler fan definitely wants to see some 9th inning magic. I know he would love nothing better than to see some 9th inning magic. No magic. Bottom of the 9th inning. And Baseball's Demo says Dave Smith time. Does Steeler fan agree? Do we bring in Dave Smith to close this game out? What do you think, Steeler fan? I know Baseball Demo says, but what do you? Is it Dave Smith time? Do you bring in Dave Smith for this? I don't think Scott is tired, and he's tired. He actually would lead off the bottom of 10th inning if we get there. But what do you think there? He says Smith time. Coming on to pitch for the Astros will be their closer, Dave Smith. 4 wins, 5 losses, 27 saves, a 2.67 ERA. And Smith is going to have to do it because he is due to bat. He's due to bat first in the 10th inning if he doesn't get it done. But Dave Smith will come up to bat. And Dave Martinez leading off for the Expos in the bottom of the 9th inning. Question is he going to bat? And I'm going to say no. Martinez is going to come back to bat. And pinch hitting for Martinez will be Wallace Johnson. 309 average, 3 RBIs. Johnson is a first baseman, but Tracy Jones will take over in center field if this game goes any further. So here comes Wallace Johnson against Dave Smith. Bottom of the ninth inning. Fans here at Olympique Stadium hoping the Expos can get some ninth inning magic. Smith will pitch. 5-1. Range play. Johnson. 3-2. It's a ground ball right back to Smith. Smith's range is a 2. No, it'll get past him. It's a base hit. The tying run is on. Wallace Johnson gets a base hit. Leadoff single for him. And the tying run is on base. And here comes the big cat. Justin Ludwig joins us here at Stade Olympique. Timeout for a substitution. And Martinez, Jones 2-0 +1. And I may have to change the card, but I'll do that later. That does. Wallace Johnson on it first, and now the big cat. Galarraga's 1 for 3. He's got a double here. Fans here at Olympique Stadium getting loud on Dave Smith. Johnson had no stolen bases. Strategy roll is still done. That's a 19, nothing happening. Smith will go ahead and pitch to Galarraga. Galarraga, big-time home run threat. Smith will pitch. 2-3. That is a blank. Galarraga. 6-3. It's a base hit to center field. It's a single. Johnson, base runner 2. Single to center, -1. The only way Johnson gets to third is on a 1. It is a 2. He'll hold at second base. Tying run in scoring position. Winning run on base. And this stadium is jumping up and down. And the batter is Brooks. Brooks is 1 for 3 with a triple. They go talk to Smith on the mound saying, hey, look, this is what we're paying you for. Get this game over with. Brooks has got home run power. If Smith pitches him a meatball, it's a good chance to become lasagna. 3-2 Astros, bottom of the ninth. This is what playoff baseball is all about. Johnson on at second. Galarraga on at first. Still no one out. Infield is at double play depth. Smith will go ahead. Strategy roll. That's a 19. Nothing happening. Smith will pitch to Brooks. The winner of this game plays the Pirates in the National League Division Series. Smith gets the windup. Here it comes. Smith. Field. Getting over there is going to be Bass. He will make the catch for out number 1. Johnson, a base runner of 2. Bass is 0. A fly out to right is -1. The only way Johnson gets to third is on a 1. And he'll hold at second base. 1 out. So Johnson stays at second on a fly out to right. Now the batter is Wallach. Wallach will bat here. Runners at first and second. 3-2. Tying run at second. Winning run at first. Smith will go ahead. He still has 2 more batters he can face before he tires. Smith will go ahead. Strategy roll. That is a 2. Nothing happening. Johnson stays where he is. Smith will now pitch to Wallach. Wallach looking for something he can hit out of there. And here comes the pitch from Smith. 2-3. It is a blank. Wallach. 6-1. And Wallach smacks one into center field. And that's going to be a double into center field. Johnson comes around second. He will score. Galarraga, base runner 2. Double to center. +1. A 1. Galarraga coming around third. A 1-3. He scores. Here comes a chance. Center fielder is Young. He's got it. He throws. It is a 6. Young's got a 0 arm. A 1-3. There could be an out. It is a 2. And now another chance at a throw at the plate. Here's how it goes. A 2-5. Galarraga is out. A 1 or a 6. Galarraga scores. Wallach is already on second base. The Astros need a 2 or a 2-5 for him to be an out. A 1 or a 6, the Expos win. The throw to the plate is not in time. The lead runner will score. Galarraga slides. Safe. Walk-off double. Expos win the game in the bottom of the ninth. 4-3, stadium cheers. Yay, yay, yippee, yippee. Section 1933, barfs. Blah. Tim Waller comes through with a double to center field, and Gerald Young throws the ball, but on a 1 or a 6, the lead runner advances, ball caught off, and the trailing runner is thrown out. It doesn't matter what the run in says, according to Chris. That is a score by Galarraga, 4-3 Expos. They are the National League wild card champions. And they are mobbing Wallach at second base. Game of the Year candidate, absolutely. What a win for the Expos. As the Expos come through on Dave Smith, ninth inning magic strikes again. And the Expos go ahead and get the win. They win this series 1-0. They will be playing the Pittsburgh Pirates. What a massive win for the Expos here at Stade Olympique. And the Astros players in the dugout don't believe what they just saw. Final line score coming up. 2 runs on 3 hits in the bottom of the 9th. I understand what you're saying, baseball demos. I did check with Chris on that, and he said that's the rule. That's how we had it for that. It pretty much means, and when the one comes up, even though it says ball, it says lead runner advances, ball caught off. It really means that it really means that there was really no play at the plate. There was no play at the plate. It was just too. The throw was just not in time. That's how that goes. For the Expos, 4 runs on 7 hits and no errors. For the Astros, 3 runs on 7 hits and no errors. The winning pitcher is Andy McGaffigan. He'll get the win. Dave Smith, he'll go to 1-0 in the postseason. Dave Smith takes the loss and a blown save, and he goes to 0-1 in the postseason. And the Houston Astros are out. Yeah, because it says right here, if no trailing runners, lead runner advances, nobody thrown out. Yeah, because he's right. Justin Lugwood is correct. If no trailing runners, lead runner advances, nobody thrown out. The only way you can get the guy out is on a 2 or a 5. So Justin Lugwood is correct. What a victory by the Expos. A 4-3 win here. They will travel to Pittsburgh for games 1, 2, and 5 of that division series. What a game tonight here at Stade Olympique, and I'm sure the Labatt's blue is flowing. Tomorrow night, it will be Game 2 of the American League Wildcard Series. The Kansas City Royals take on the Detroit Tigers. Charlie Leibrandt will go for the Royals, and Jack Morris the Cat will go for the Tigers. The winner there will take on the Boston Red Sox in that division series in the American League. What will happen tomorrow night? Can the Royals win 2 to get Can the Royals win 2 games to get there? Or will the Tigers just win the 1 game to help them out? Tomorrow night, Royals at Tigers. Lee Brandt and Morris, be there or be square. Steeler Fan Baseball with the demos, John Soner, Justin Ludwig. My Basement Media Productions, Double D, Steve Tower, Big Clue, Jeremy Brooks. Let's see, we got here Texag 75, Frank Rosank, Doug Hunt, Chuck Rawlings, David Vega, Jeff Merklin, Joel Turney, Clee Baseball Fan. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. I'm sure this game deserved it. I know Steeler Fan definitely will give this game a like. Won't you, Steeler Fan? I know you will definitely give this game a like. Matter of fact, this is going to be one of your favorite games of all time that I've ever played, right? Subscribe if you've not done so, and make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Montreal Expos commit, subscribing. The Expos commit grand larceny. They steal this game from the Astros in the bottom of the ninth. A 4-3 win by the Expos. They move on, and the Astros go home. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. If this is what the playoffs are going to be like, oh boy.